It's quite common for students who manage in management to apply for the internships, and so do I. So why do we need to apply for the internships? Because we want to make our resume more competitive. Besides, I want to learn something that will be useful in our future careers. And most important of all, we want to make sure whether we are interested in this job and whether we are suitable for this job. So in this semester, I started to apply for an internship. But it's not an easy task for a sophomore to apply for. Why? Because lots of companies set the requirements for the qualifications, and they only want the students who is above junior year to apply for. So I told myself, this time it would just be a try. I want to make sure whether I was on the right direction of my life, whether I put the efforts on something worth investing. And besides, I want to accumulate the experience of internship and sharpen my interview skills. So I start the journey of applying for the internships. At first, I feel I just like a rookie, 菜鸟 in the basketball game. And because I didn't know whether my resume is competitive enough or whether I'm the person that company wants. So what I can do is show my best weapon and try to beat other competitors and attract those companies' attention. And luckily, after I submit my resume to several companies, and their great company gave me the chance to the interview. So I started to write the script of my self-introductions. And I think everyone knows that self-introduction is a very important part in the interview, because you have to show that you are the person who deserves this internship. But it's not until I start to write the script that I start to think about my strengths and weaknesses. And then I got lost in my self-introduction script, because I can easily make a list for my weaknesses, but it's hard for me to find out my strengths. And this question has confused me for a very, very long time. And thanks for Emma, because once I invited her to be my model interviewers, and she gave me a lot of suggestions and also showed me some of my strengths. And at that time, I feel I got to know about myself a little bit. However, I make a mistake, because I feel confident whether my personality would make those interviewers' expectations. So I just write something that would plead with those interviewers, and I just imagine what kinds of person they want. And I just think, well, maybe they want the person who has fluent English, who is outgoing, and have good communications and teamworking skills. So I just put those personality into my self-introduction script. So every time when I do my self-introductions, I feel I just wear a mask, a beautiful mask that I think those interviewers would want to see. But when I ask myself, am I that kind of person? I'm not sure. And it was not until 6 days ago when I had a dinner with the manager of my first internship company. And I told these situations I encountered when I did the interview. And he said, instead of guessing what they want, be yourself, because those companies would want the person who truly know themselves. And if you tell something that you're not sure, and your eye contact will show everything. And it's easy for us to improve our interview skills. Even though we are not that kind of person, we don't have that kind of personality, but we still have the way to persuade them. But most of the time, we have difficulty to face ourselves. And I think his work really sheds light on me. And at that time, I know how to write a proper self-introduction. And I think this is the most important lesson I learned from the internship application. And thanks for this procession, I got to know more about myself. Although it took me a very long time to find a company, write my resume, and do the interview and wait for the result. But I think it's worth it because I got to know more about myself and I had the courage to face myself. And now I feel it's just like a rookie who just finished the first game and can't wait for the next game. And I think after I sharpen my weapons, next year I will get the internships I want. DMV.